Hi everyone, Paul here. So what a lot of people don't know is that St. Petersburg has a massive resort zone. I guess the main attraction of the resort zone is, its close proximity to the sea, and there's loads of sanatoriums. There seems to be plenty of pretty cool architecture as well. And actually, I don't know why, but there's a really good collection of Lenin statues. Actually, I say I don't know why, but actually I can have a pretty good guess. Lenin was actually in hiding in this resort zone in a little hut for about 6 weeks, just before the revolution. Normally I'm not a fan of busts, but my goodness, that's huge. Okay, when I said that the last bust was huge, I said that before I saw this one. And you'll see that actually this one's huge. This is a slightly strange looking Lenin. It's just not quite captured his look. I can offer an explanation for that. This was one of the very early Lenin statues from 1926, and that was before the sculptors had really mastered the Lenin's face. A lot of the Lenin statues we see now came much later than that. So by 1926, that's not a bad effort really. Now that, my friends, is a very interesting Lenin statue, isn't it? Just sort of built into a huge piece of rock. I mean, that really is interesting. My goodness, we're seeing it all today, aren't we? Look, there's a little cutout of Khrushchev. Wow, seeing anything with Khrushchev is seriously rare. I mean, it's quite funny really, isn't it? Most people come to the resort area, to go to lie on the beach or go swimming in the sea. That's what most people do. But I've come and it wasn't actually my intention, honestly. Yeah, right, just saying. No, seriously, it was not my intention, but wow, I've just discovered some really cool survey stuff. I just popped in the cafe there. It was a bit dark to film, but my goodness, they've got an excellent example of Soviet non-conformist art. Pretty unusual. So there's a long strip of coastline, and there's loads of little resort towns. A lot of them are kind of quaint actually, it's nice. But really, the sea is just the sea, isn't it? Anywhere the world over, basically. So I won't really be calling the sea much. Because St. Petersburg is such a beautiful city, lots of people might not realise it's an industrial city as well. And probably the air there not so fresh, so just come to the resort zone gets you nice, fresh pine air. Now, as my 7 regular viewers will know, I have a bit of a hobby of collecting Soviet postcards or postcard sets, and I've got one here, you see, Boarding Rest House The Dunes, and basically it's a Soviet sanatorium, and I'm here now, and I thought we could have a look and see if it's changed or if it's still the same. Unless it's just me being a muppet, which might well be, I can't quite make out exactly if this is supposed to be that. It's the most similar thing I can find. I wasn't being a muppet for once. The thing on the postcard has been pulled down. It doesn't exist anymore. But anyway, just for the record, this one's more for kind of therapy, not really for rest and relaxation. And a lot of them are like that. A lot of them, still kind of have kept their original purpose of being, health resorts, if you like, where just people can go if they've got ailments. But others are kind of like hotels. You can just stay there just if you want to be in a nice environment and relaxing. But either way, in this area just surrounding the hotel here, you can see how it got its name with the sand dunes here. So yes, this massive resort area that stretches for many kilometres to the sort of northwest of the city. I mean, it gives the city a different bow in its string, really. Now listen up, folks. Seeing as how I'm so nice, I'm going to show you lot something very rare and special and unusual. I think it's probably the only one of its kind in the world, publicly accessible. I'm sure there's some in private collections or museum archives and things like that. But to my knowledge, what you're going to see very shortly, this is the only one. Okay, are you ready for it? It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. There it is. Feast your eyes on that. A statue of Lenin and Stalin together, made in the 1950s from a very well-known sculptor who used to sculpt a lot of the artwork of the leaders. Not surprisingly, the Communist Party have laid down a permanent reef type thing here. I should say this wasn't the statue's original home. It got moved here, I don't know, I think about 8 years ago, something like that. But it'd been in other places before then, in storage for quite a few years. But, it is an original. I've never seen one of them anywhere, Stalin and Lenin together. I've seen hundreds of Lenins. I've seen a few Stalins, but they're really rare. But just because I've never seen one doesn't mean they don't exist. So I have actually done a bit of research and to see if there's any, and it seems there pretty much isn't. All I could find is in a little town near Moscow, well, not that near Moscow, a couple of hours from Moscow, Obninsk, at a shopping centre, so it's kind of on private territory, but it's accessible to the public. There is also one, but that's not an original. Apparently that's just like a replica. It's been done in recent times and it's kind of plastic. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but no, it's not an original like this. So as far as I know, this is the only original Lenin and Stalin statue standing anywhere in the world. So I guess its rarity makes it, incredibly valuable. Well, I mean, not necessarily financially, although it probably is, but more kind of culturally, if you like. So I mean, you might wonder why it's just be stuck in the middle of a forest on a nature reserve type thing. But you can't really have statues of Stalin in a prominent place like you can Lenin. Okay then, friends, as ever, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.